In feudal Japan, there was a famous swordsman named Miyamoto Musashi who won over 60 duels in his lifetime without a single loss. When asked about his secret, he said something surprising. He claimed that he never focused on being better than his opponent, but only on perfecting his own technique every single day. This mindset separated him from every other warrior of his time. The samurai developed a specific approach to mastery that worked for the sword, but also worked for tea ceremony, calligraphy, archery, and every other skill they pursued. These principles have nothing to do with talent or natural ability. They are about how you approach practice, how you handle setbacks, and how you think about your work. Today we explore 3 samurai methods that will transform how you master any skill in your life. The samurai had a concept called Kihon, which means basic techniques or fundamental movements. Even master swordsmen who had trained for 30 years would still begin every practice session with the most basic strikes and stances. They never stopped practicing the fundamentals even after they had learned advanced techniques that seemed more impressive and exciting. This goes against how most people approach learning today. We rush through the basics because they feel boring and simple. We want to move quickly to the advanced techniques that look impressive to others. However, the samurai understood something crucial about how mastery actually works. Excellence in anything is not about knowing 1,000 different techniques. It is about knowing 10 fundamental techniques so deeply that you can apply them perfectly in 1,000 different situations. Think about the skill you're trying to develop right now. Can you perform the most basic elements of that skill perfectly every single time without thinking? If you cannot, then you have not truly mastered the fundamentals yet. The samurai way teaches us to return to basics constantly. Practice the simple things until they become so natural that you could do them perfectly, even if someone woke you up in the middle of the night. This foundation is what allows true excellence to develop. When a samurai finished a sword strike, he did not relax or celebrate. He maintained complete awareness of his surroundings and kept his guard up. This state of continued attention is called Zanshin, which means remaining mind or continuing awareness. The principle teaches that the action is not truly finished until you have followed through completely and returned to a ready state. Most people today have the opposite problem. We start projects with enthusiasm but lose focus before we finish them properly. We complete 90% of a task and then rush to move on to something new. We hit send on an email without reading it one more time. We submit work that is almost done but missing those final polishing touches. This lack of Zanshin shows up as sloppy work, unfinished projects, and missed opportunities. To practice Zanshin in your daily work, you must change how you think about completion. A task is not done when you finish the main work. It is done when you have reviewed it carefully, fixed any small errors, and made sure it meets your highest standard. When you write something, read it again before sending. When you build something, test it thoroughly before calling it finished. When you practice a skill, do not stop the moment you succeed once. Complete the full set you committed to and then review what you learned. This complete follow-through is what separates good work from truly exceptional work. The samurai trained themselves to develop Fudoshin, which translates to immovable mind or unshakable spirit. This does not mean being stubborn or rigid in your thinking. It means developing a mind that stays calm and focused no matter what challenges or distractions appear. A warrior with Fudoshin could face a larger opponent without fear, receive harsh criticism without becoming defensive, or experience failure without losing confidence in his path. The modern world constantly tests your Fudoshin. You face criticism from others who do not understand your goals. You experience failures that make you doubt your abilities. You see other people succeeding faster than you, which creates anxiety and comparison. You encounter obstacles that were not part of your original plan. All of these things can shake your commitment and make you abandon the path to mastery before you reach your destination. Building Fudoshin requires you to separate your emotions from your actions. When you feel discouraged, you practice anyway. When you receive negative feedback, you look for the useful information without taking it personally. When someone else achieves what you're working toward, you study their method instead of feeling jealous. This mental strength does not develop overnight. It grows through repeatedly choosing to continue when everything inside you wants to quit. Each time you push through doubt and keep practicing, your Fudoshin becomes stronger. This immovable mind is what carries you through the long journey from beginner to master. The samurai path to mastery rests on 3 powerful foundations. First, never stop perfecting the fundamentals, no matter how advanced you become. Second, follow through completely on everything you do with full awareness and attention. Third, develop a mind that cannot be shaken by failure, criticism, or obstacles. These principles worked for ancient warriors, and they will work for you today. The question is not whether this path leads to excellence, because it always has. The only question is whether you will walk this path consistently enough to reach your destination. And write in comments that I will master any skills in my life. Thank you for watching.